What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's staying positive and productive. Got a good one for you guys on this episode here. All of you have an exact blueprint, an exact GPS, exact directions of how to succeed at life. And many of you are not even using it. All of you have in front of you examples and all the circumstances and situations that you don't want to get into in life, the decisions you don't want to make, the ruts, the traps, the stuck that you dread, the things that bring you anxiety in life is already set in front of you in stone with exact directions of what not to do. If you look closely around you, and this is a hard truth for people to speak about or bring up or even admit, but all of us in our family, in our friend circle, in our social circle, in our community, in our upbringing, have exact examples of what not to do in life. From our parents, from our aunts and uncles, from our cousins, from our neighbors, from our parents' friends, from distant family, from our friends as we grow up and they fall into these traps. They've made the mistakes that most people are trying not to live through in life. There's people that made mistakes with money. They tried to live rich and show rich before they actually had fruition of a set income coming from a passive investment or being smart with their money and investing it into something that's going to compound or grow into the future, or have money on the side, have emergency money. All of us have examples in the family of the couple or many couples that got married and stayed with the person for the wrong reasons, because the community told them to, because the parents told them to, because they thought that they were supposed to tick off some boxes. And they're absolutely miserable in life, year after year after decade. We all know the friends and the family members that had children just because people told them to have kids, or they thought that that was what they were supposed to do at that point in life. And they weren't financially set yet to be able to be comfortable and get into that endeavor and journey of being a parent and still being a couple, because it's a massive strain on the couple when you put a child or multiple children into that situation. Financially, emotionally, mentally, intimacy, everything gets thrown off. We all know the people that took the wrong path in life when it came to their mental health. They always copped out. They always played the victim. They always caused problems. Other people that were gossiping, other people that were just backstabbing and resentment towards others. They had a lot of resentment. They had a lot of just grief inside of them that they were letting out, projecting in a negative way. And they burnt all the bridges around them. They lost their opportunities. People don't want to be around that aunt or that cousin or that friend or that neighbor's house. People avoid you if you're with them. We all know the people in the family that disregarded their health. They just ate and ate and ate and smoked and drank and watched TV, and they just live a poor life. Medications, they can't get around easily. They need help to get in and out of the car. They can't do things outdoors. They got trouble going to the supermarket or hopping on a plane and catching a flight. When you travel with them, they can't do much but sit in the chair. Everybody has the examples in front of them. It's very, very difficult for a person to logically align themselves congruently with their actions and their conscious thought and say, I want to create this life. Even if you don't know exactly what you want to do or where you want to end up, because obviously life changes. Every 5 to 10 years, a person goes through another season. Just like spring, summer, winter, fall, a person grows just like a fruit, just like a tree, and it morphs into different shapes. And the seasons change that plant or that tree. Hard winters cause scars. Long dry summers with drought cause less fruit the next season. And a human being is the same. You change over time. But in that process, you should always know where you don't want to end up. You should definitely have a list if you're an adult and you want to be successful and you want to live abundance and you want to live your best journey with the one chance that you have. You should have a list at some point in your life of non-negotiables of what you won't accept. And that's an easy list to make because you spent your whole life watching these people, talking about them or hearing about them. You've had those thoughts in your head. People don't want to admit it, but all of you have the examples in front of you of exactly what not to do. All you have to do is the opposite of them and you won't end up sick. All you have to do is the opposite of them and you won't end up broke. All you have to do is do the opposite of them and you won't end up stuck. You won't end up miserable with the wrong person. You won't end up going through just years and years of torment trying to be the best parent you can be when you weren't ready to have a child, mentally or financially. And you did it with the wrong person that's not aligned with your vision or your ethics or your traits or your lifestyle. These things are set in front of you. That was the first thing that I did when I tried to change my life, was take that advice that was given to me decades back. It took a while to take it, but I took it. And I just looked ahead of me and I said, okay, where are these people 10 and 20 years older than me? Where are the ones that I want to end up financially, physically, with their relationships, with their family, with their health, with their physique? What do they do? The people that I don't want to end up, what do they do? Great. Now, all those things that those people do consistently is not going to be a part of my life. I'm not going to rationalize it. I'm not going to let peer pressure or trying to fit in or fads get in there. I don't let anybody else's game of them trying to bring me down and jump in their car. Because you got to remember, in life, the people that are around you, their version of love, when you change, when you do better, they fear that. That causes an expression inside of themselves to see how they haven't done the work and they feel some type of way. And 90% of people do not take that well. So they try to pull you back. They don't really want to hurt you. They just don't want you to leave. They're comfortable with the version of you that they have. They don't want you to separate, okay? Anybody knows out there that you've done good or you've done better in life, strangers will clap for you, and you've done it yourself. You'll see a celebrity have a baby or start a new brand or release a product or launch something, and you will support them, you'll like them, you'll share their stuff, you'll buy their products. Your friends, the people that have helped you, have launched businesses and changed and done, and you won't post about them, you won't share their stories, you won't, because inside of you, you're like, that's just the mentality humans have these days. Instead of trying to say, okay, let me follow this person and do better, people say to themselves, why the fuck did they get to here and I'm still stuck here? What did they do? And people don't feel good about that. So just remember this along your journey. If you want to do better in your life, you have the blueprints in front of you. I can't feel sorry if someone makes the mistake one time, like they said to me. If you make the mistake twice, maybe, if you're young. But if you repeat this over again and you see that there's solutions out there and you see that there's people out there ahead of you that took that same path, that ended up in a shitty place, and you follow that same path, then you deserve to have the problems that come with that. That's as simple as this world is. Abundance and opportunity and experience will not come to you. You are a liability. We are liabilities when we consciously keep falling into these traps, when we make these mistakes. And then people find themselves stuck. And then that gives them an excuse for everything else. I hear it every day in my consultations. I can't get healthy or get better because of my kids, because my husband doesn't believe in this, or he doesn't like this, or she doesn't like to do that when we travel. And they just get into this trap, just a massive snowball effect where the health, the money, the relationships, the mentality, everything spirals into this world of chaos. And the pile of trouble and problems looks so big to that person as it gets bigger and bigger, and they just avoid it, that they just look at it and they say, I don't want to climb that mountain. I'm comfortable being uncomfortable where I'm at, stuck. And they just compare themselves to other people. They just say, you know what? I'll live like this, mediocre. Everyone around me is stuck and miserable with their money, with their job, with their relationship, with their health, and I'll just fall victim to that. You don't have to. Just think about the logic in this. If 90% of the people out there are living like that and you do the opposite, it's very easy for you to succeed. The rewards that are out there for you to attain and the things to create are much easier because all you have to do is stay consistent and outlast the other people that are going to self-sabotage themselves. So I hope this can bring you guys some value. I hope I didn't trigger anybody. I hope I didn't make anybody think about themselves being this person, because I'm the first one to raise their hand and say I've made tons of mistakes, worse than anybody. And, you know, we all go through our ups and downs. All of us have faults. Nobody's perfect. That's the whole point of the journey, is that we try to consistently learn and better ourselves and improve ourselves for the season that we're in and for the people that we have along with us on that ride. So I hope you guys can use this into some valuable steps and strategies for you to not fall victim. Don't be another person in your family or community or social group that just has the same problems. Be the outcast, be the person that breaks out. And then hopefully the people underneath of you will also follow suit. And maybe the people that are around you will reach out for some help when they're ready. Or you can politely and humbly offer to show them the blueprints, to say, you know what, I did this and this for a while consistently and it brought me these great things. You should try it too. And maybe you'll be able to get out of that situation or better that situation. Stay good to yourself, stay true to yourself, let nothing and nobody get in the way of the life that you guys want to live. If you have any questions or need any help with your coaching, your mindset, your nutrition, give me a text on any of my platforms. All the information is in my bio. My app is out there live. There's dozens and dozens and dozens of people signing up for it. They have great feedback. All the tools that you need and resources are there for you to be able to succeed with accountability and private one-on-one mentorship with me 24/7. It's a foolproof way to better your life. Give me a call if you guys want to speak about it. Tell me about your issues, your obstacles, or what goals you want to achieve. And we can go over some options for you that are out there. Take care. See you guys next time.